Yo, what's up guys, Boss here, and I'm back on the YouTube video, and this time we're going to be playing top ladder with the best Royal Hog deck in the game right now. You guys might have seen it going around. A lot of people have been using it on ladder. It's been used a lot in GCs. I actually won a grand challenge with it yesterday. I also won one with Minor Wall Breaker Cycle, but the one right here from 15 hours ago, I won with this deck right here. Earthquake is just great in the deck because there's a lot of Bomb Tower right now. There's a lot of Barbarian Hut, and even Expo, especially on ladder. And when you have the Earthquake, it makes it much easier to break through. And Magic Archer is just great right now, in my opinion, one of the best cards of the game. Same with Mini P.E.K.K.A, just great for taking care of tanks. And then you have the Hunter, which is good versus like Balloon and Air. Like if you didn't have the Hunter, you'd have a really hard time defending that. And then Skeletons are just kind of for cycle, Ice Golem for kiting. And we're at 6675 right now, top 500. We're going to try to get to 6,800. I mean, that's probably like 4 games away, but we'll see if we can get there by the end of the video. And thank you so much, Raid Shadow Legends, for sponsoring this video. Let's get into that before we go into the first game. Thank you so much, Raid Shadow Legends, for sponsoring today's video. If you guys haven't already heard of Raid, it's currently the best RPG game right now. The best part about it is it's free, and you can get it on iOS, Android, and now you can even get it on PC. The graphics for this game are absolutely incredible, and there's hundreds of different champions you can choose from. Unlock, upgrade them, and then you can combo them with other champions that you think are strong to be able to progress yourself through the campaign and also beating other people online. Now, there's lots of rewards you get for downloading Raid Shadow Legends, such as 100,000 free silver, a potion, an XP boost, and you even get yourself a free champion that's really strong and will greatly help you progress when you're starting out. The rewards are located in your inbox, but they're only available for 30 days. So make sure to click the link in the description, download Raid, so you're able to pick up these free rewards. And I hope to see you guys there and you enjoy Raid as much as I do. Alright guys, let's go ahead and go into the first game. Make sure to install Raid. Everything will be in the description. Buildings. Alright, so this guy's like a little bit below us here, so we're probably only going to get like 28 from him if we win. We're going to Cycle Magic Archer. This deck's 3.1 Elixir. I'm usually fine making the first move. We're going to need to go opposite lane here. And I'm going to hover my log to see like if he drops like a Skarmy or something, but he's going to go for minions. Gonna go Skeletons to Kite. And then we need to get another Magic Archer down. We're spacing everything out. Now, unfortunately, that Balloon will get... I think that actually gets 2 hits because he fireballed the Magic Archer. I'm like logging here just in case he played like a... because he might have played guards. He might have played a Skarmy. Like, I knew he might have played something like that. He didn't in that situation. That's either because he didn't have anything in it, in that first cycle, because he had the Elixir. Like, you saw he zapped, so I'm a little surprised there that he didn't play, like, Guards or Skarmy, unless he just doesn't have a ground card like that, which could be very well possible. Now, as I said, Hunter comes in handy when you're versing, Lavahound decks. You need to be really careful though, because you don't have a lot besides the Hunter. So we're gonna Magic Archer here, and I hope that Barbarian doesn't take out the tower. I'm a little surprised he actually went for Miner on the Magic Archer instead of the Hunter. I'm gonna go for Royal Hogs right now. This way he can't play like a Balloon or anything like that, and that forces a Fireball out of him. So we're getting him to do things he doesn't want to do, which is good. I'm going to log to finish off the tower, and then I'm actually going to go for Mini P.E.K.K.A here. This will probably force like Barbarians out of him. Let's go for a Hunter here. And by the way, guys, like even though he played Barbarians, like and countered that, that's good because we're forcing him to spend Elixir to delay him playing a Balloon. Oh, wow, we actually catch the miner? 5, 4, 3. He doesn't have fireball, enough for fireball. Let's go, guys. GG. We ended up beating a Lavahound deck, and he didn't even have a building. Like, if he had Tombstone, our Earthquake could have actually gotten some value in that match, but he didn't even have a building. He had Fireball and Miner, so, like, good ways of, like, killing our Magic Archer Hunter, but we kept the pressure up, and we ended up getting the win. Really close game, a little lucky that our tower had, I forget how much health it had, but it was very, very low, but we ended up saving it, and even if he took our tower out, he would have had to go in for, like, a balloon in the pocket or another Fireball, so we would have probably been able to 3-crown him if that were the case, so we probably still would have won anyways, but that was still a really, really clutch win, with us not having the best air counters. Alright, we're almost top, 400 now. Let's go for the next one here. Hopefully we can get more trophies off of the next guy we verse. Like, if we verse a few people that are really, that are not, like, really high up, but much higher than us, then we'll get, like, more trophies, and then we can get to 6,800 faster. But if we verse people, like, lower than us, it'll take more games, and I might not be able to get there by the end, but we'll just have to see. Here we go, found our next game. We're at about the same trophies. Alright, we'll go ahead and split Skeletons to start the game off. And we can go for Magic Archer in the back. And he's going to have Zap. Zap, I mean, that doesn't really tell us a ton, but I mean, it could be like Zap Fireball. I'm thinking that usually means it's going to be like a Giant deck. It could also be a Lavahound deck, kind of like the one we just versed, but it's very likely that it's like... it's going to be something I'm not expecting then, because he's got Valk, Fireball, Zap, so I'm not sure what this is yet. Musketeer. You know, this could be like a Hog deck. I'm going to go Hogs here. He doesn't have Fireball in cycle. He's going to have to mini P.E.K.K.A them. Okay. Did you guys see that Earthquake? You can use it on defense too when you need to. Like, as I was saying, you can use it on, like, Graveyard, and then when you get in situations like I was right there, it comes in handy. Now, we're down a lot of Elixir, though. I think we're down 3, so we need to be cautious, but Mini P.E.K.K.A, I feel like, should do a good job of, interesting that he... Okay, we do need to log that. I'm a little surprised you went opposite lane there with a Valk and Bats. I'm actually going to go Hogs here. This'll prevent him from going in for a Hog Rider when we don't have anything in cycle to take it out. Although, now we're down Elixir. So we need to go Skeletons here if he goes for a Hog Rider. Wow, interesting. I'm a little surprised you didn't go for a Hog there, knowing that, like, we didn't have anything in cycle for it, unless maybe he wasn't keeping track of cycle or something. I don't really know, though, but... Okay. He doesn't have Fireball for that Magic Archer. We are going to want to keep this alive. No, we didn't get any damage. Okay, here's the plan. We're going to go for Royal Hogs, and then we're going to Earthquake, because I bet you he's going to play... Yeah, I thought he was going to play Goblins, but... Ooh, that's not enough damage for... That's not enough damage for EQ log. It's almost enough, but it's barely not. We're going to play this carefully here. I don't want him... Okay, I'm actually going to cycle log here. And now all we need to do is Earthquake, log, and that finishes off the game, because EQ does, I think it does like 280 damage or something like that. It doesn't do as much as a fireball, but it does slightly less. So I knew that was going to be enough. We ended up getting the win there. That was a really kind of intense game there at the end. I just had to play it safe, make sure that like we were in an okay cycle to be able to cycle a log, and then we ended up getting the win. So first two games, both of them didn't have a building, but we were able to win by using the Earthquake in other effective ways. Well, in this matchup, we couldn't really use the Earthquake, but like in this one, like you can see like against Goblins, it does a good job. Against just like slowing down the Valk and stuff like that to be able to let your Royal Hogs get more damage. There's just other useful ways to use it except versus buildings. Alright, we're almost top 100 down. Let's go for the next one here and see if we can keep up this win streak. It's strange because earlier I was versing a lot of buildings, but now I don't seem to be versing as much because, oh well, yeah, because earlier I was versing a lot of buildings, and then before I started recording, the two games I played before I started recording, it was versus, I think, two decks that didn't have a building either, so... Sometimes you just don't verse buildings, that's how it is, but we should verse one eventually, because, I mean, there's just a lot of, like, bomb tower in this meta, and barbarian hunt. Here we go. Alright, found a game versus killer here. We'll go ahead and cycle our magic archer when we hit 10. And we'll play, like, skeletons if he decided to go other lane or something. But yeah, he's gonna have a Night Witch, so... Night Witch could be like Golem, it could also be Giant, you know, a couple different things it could be. It could also be Elixir Golem. We are going to have to Ice Golem, because unfortunately, spawn those last two sets of, I'm going to play Royal Hogs here. Like I said, I don't really want to leak Elixir, especially if he's using a Beatdown deck. I don't want to, like... Ooh. Yikes, that's not good that he messed that up, because not only does that cost him 1,000 damage, now he doesn't even have the King activated. I'm going to go for this here. He might Lightning this or play a Night Witch. Yep, I had a feeling he was going to Lightning, because if he played a Night Witch, it just would have died. And that Magic Archer would have been annoying for him. Yeah, we're in a great spot now. I have a feeling what he's going to do is... ignore this and Golem? No, he's going to defend it. Wow. If I were him, I would have ignored that probably. Because he just had to spend 6 Elixir to counter that. And I don't know how he can even kill this Magic Archer. This is just going to get value and be a nuisance for him. So, we're, like I said, just in a great spot right now. I'm going to cycle a log here. Now he's going to Golem, and now I think he's going to ignore these Royal Hogs. I'm going to be very surprised if he defends these. Well, it looks like he kind of is, somewhat. I mean, he's going to go for a Lumberjack. This is going to be tough defense, guys. Very tough, actually. Oof, yeah, he's going to take our tower. That's unfortunate. Yeah, I think we might end up losing here too, because I don't know how we're going to be able to... Let's try to Royal Hog to Lightning Block. That saves the Magic Archer. Ah. Oof. This is gonna be tough, guys. Oh no, we lost. Dang. Golem's so tough to defend, since you can't really use your Earthquake on defense. Dang, I tried my best. Man, Golem's so annoying in double and triple elixir. It's so tough to defend. I even went in for the Royal Hogs to like lightning block to save the Magic Archer, but unfortunately I couldn't get it there. Man, it was really close though. I just couldn't stop that Lumberjack, and I just couldn't stop the Lumberjack Night Witch he played in the center, unfortunately. Alright, well, moving on to the next one here. We are finally playing a building. So he's going to have Iwa's Bomb Tower. He's probably using Graveyard. I'm going to go for Mini P.E.K.K.A here. And see what he does. So yeah, this is definitely Graveyard. I mean, I feel like it has to be. I don't know what else this could be. Which, if that's the case, it's going to be interesting. I mean, he has a lot of, well, so he's using an interesting variant. Maybe he doesn't have Baby Drag, which would be good, because Baby Dragon does Splash. I'm going to go for Royal Hogs. I'm not going to EQ, though. I'm just going to go ahead and play the Royal Hogs, because it's too aggressive to use my Earthquake in single. I feel like I can't do it yet. It's too aggressive. Now I will do this. We're gonna see if he plays what he plays here. Did he just... Okay. This, like, never happens. Guys, this, like, never happens. Today just must be my lucky day. Like, this happens, like, for me, probably 1 out of 100 games. Top ladder. This is not a... guys, this happens, like, once... This is, like, a 1% chance occurrence. And we're blessed by this. We're just getting... Today just has to be our lucky day. We'll put it that way. Because I don't know about you guys. I mean, it might be a little different at like the 4K range, 5K range. Someone losing connection in the top 200, that just doesn't happen, like, ever. And last day of the season, forget it. That like just never happens. I mean, it's rare. But we win as a result of that. I mean, he was down so much damage afterwards, and he's kind of just spamming everything in desperation here, hoping to come back. But it's not going to be enough. We're going to get the win here. And we can even just, like, eat Earthquake to make sure the Graveyard doesn't do enough damage. But wow, we're really lucky. Let's move on to the next one. I don't know why he lost connection, but I'm not complaining. We'll play, I guess, an extra one because of that. Like, as in, after this one, I'll play one more, and then we'll maybe call it then. But yeah, we've been having good games. The first 3 games we played were all really good, and then that one was like, kind of ruined it. I was hoping we would get like, because the first 3 games were so intense, and then that one was just like, you know, not intense at all because he lost connection. Maybe this one will be really intense. If this is like a long, intense game, I might end after this one. Alright, we're gonna again Magic Archer. You guys are noticing, like, my favorite play starting out is like Magic Archer in the back. It's just, I like it. Or splitting Skeletons in the back, Ice Golem in the back, like anything like that's fine. Or like cycling your log. Okay. Bar Barrel. I guess we'll just Ice Golem here. I hope I timed this correctly. Ooh. Yeah, I did. That's fine. Alright, we're gonna have to Hunter. He might be using Loon Cycle here. And if that's the case, that most likely means he's gonna have a Bomb Tower. Oh, I guess he's using Megaknight. So the key to this match is the mini P.E.K.K.A. Now, we're not in the best situation right now, because I just wasted 5 Elixir playing the Royal Hogs. But, we can definitely try to come back, knowing what he's using now, at least. But yeah, that's a little unfortunate. I thought he was using Loon Cycle. I kind of forgot about this Megaknight deck, and typically when I verse it, it usually has minions. That's probably why I wasn't thinking of it, but man, that sucks, because I took so much damage because of that. That's not really what I wanted at all. Here's what I'm thinking. I'm gonna go for this, and then I'm gonna go for an Ice Golem mini P.E.K.K.A. opposite lane. He just used 10 Elixir. How is he gonna stop this? I'm gonna log in case he has goblins. Nah! We're gonna lose. Dang it. That was kind of a desperation with the Ice Golem mini P.E.K.K.A. other lane, and then I couldn't defend. If I didn't use a log, I think I would have been fine, but, man. That's unlucky. We'll go one more then. So we won 2 and lost 2. We need to end on a win here, and on a good note at least. Megaknight, you know, it generally isn't too bad of a matchup. I just, when you can't do what I did, like don't go Royal Hogs before you know it's Megaknight or not. I was just assuming it's Loon Cycle. But yeah, like if I didn't waste that 5 Elixir at the beginning, I think I would have been fine. The reason why it's not too bad of a matchup is you have a mini P.E.K.K.A. which is just great against the Megaknight. You have Ice Golem to like block for the Bandit. You have Ice Golem for the Bats. It's really not that bad, but it's just those Royal Hogs at the beginning is what cost me. Okay, are we versing 2.9? Please tell me we're versing 2.9, because guys, 2.9 is a free win with this deck. So I hope that's what it is. Because you have the Earthquake, you have like tanks like the Ice Golem. So if you guys hate 2.9, this is kind of the deck you want to run, but unfortunately he isn't using it. Dang it! Unless he's just using, maybe he is still using Expo, but it might just be a different... Ah, okay, well, at least he has Barbarian Hut. That is something that our Earthquake gets a lot of value against. Because, I mean, it takes out about half the Barbarian Hut, and it's 7 Elixir, and you're getting tower damage, so it's a really solid trade. I bet you he's going to poison this Magic Archer here. I have a feeling he's running Graveyard with him having the, Mega Minion and the Archers. This deck has been going around a bit recently. I'm going to go ahead and send in my Royal Hogs here. Barbarian Hut's dead. He doesn't have another one in cycle. So we are going to get a lot of damage out of that. But we are going to have to be a little cautious about his Graveyard now, which I wouldn't be surprised if he uses. Yep. But I don't think we're going to take too much damage. And now, after that, I don't think he has enough Elixir to play a Barbarian Hut. I don't think so. Yeah. So he did have enough to play a Knight Mega Minion, but he didn't have enough to play the Barbarian Hut. And even if he did, we would have just Earthquaked it, so he might go with a Graveyard now, which wouldn't be good, guys. But we're fine. Now that we have Log and Cycle, if he were to, it wouldn't have mattered. I'm going to go with Ice Golem, and then I'm going to go with a Mini P.E.K.K.A. Mostly because this is just kind of annoying for him to deal with. And then we're going to Earthquake that. I mean, whenever he plays the Barbarian Hut, there's like no reason to not Earthquake it, in my opinion, because it's just giving us free tower damage. Ooh, I was going to say we should protect that, but he finished it off. I'm actually going to Earthquake again, because we're going to hit the Archers, we're going to hit the tower, and that might have been a little bit of an aggressive Graveyard there by him. We have a lot of stuff countering it. I mean, I guess it got a lot of damage for him, but definitely was an aggressive Graveyard. We're going to go for Hogs here, and then once again, we're going to Earthquake. And I'm actually going to Log. This is to kill the Archer, and actually to push the Barbarians in the other lane. I wasn't even trying to do that, but that worked out. Nice! And we're protecting the Magic Archer. This is annoying for him right here. Very, very annoying. And now we're going to go Royal Hogs again. And then we're just going to EQ if he... That doesn't even play it. He didn't have the Elixir, and even if he did, it would have been a good game. But yeah, you can see the Earthquake is you need the Earthquake in this deck. Like, if you have Fireball in the deck, you're going to lose to Expo, you're going to lose to the deck I just versed. Earthquake is what wins you the game versus these decks in most cases. So, we'll end off of that. We didn't hit 6,800. I know it said 68 in the thumbnail, but I think we're good there. I mean, we got a lot of good games in. And next video is going to be the video, I'm probably going to get it out tomorrow. I think we get the emote, the top 100 emote from the global tournaments. I think we get that either today or tomorrow, but either way, that's going to be my video where I like play on my mini account, BMing people with the emote, and then my video on Thursday, I'll do a push to 7K, probably with like, I don't know, maybe like, I might use Giant, or maybe I'll use something else. I mean, I've been grinding a lot recently, so I've been running a lot of different decks, getting good with like a lot of different things. I won a grand challenge with this a couple days ago. I might try to use this and push to 7K, because I feel like Barbarian Hut's actually pretty good right now. But yeah, we'll just see how it goes. Make sure to like the video if you guys enjoyed it. Subscribe if you're not subscribed already. And thanks again until next time, guys.